Hey folks, it's Minks at the Arizona Hiking Shack, and today I'm out at our outdoor classroom behind the shack doing some free outdoor skills clinics. Now these are clinics like later on we've got camp cooking, things that are very simple around camp or when you're backpacking. And then before that it's going to be tarp setups, and first I'm just getting ready to do some simple camp knots, things you can use around camp that are going to make it way easy, and you already know one of these knots. Let's take a look at them real quick. All right, so welcome to our outdoor classroom here at the shack. And we're just gonna look at some quick knots. Let's use the tree, and I got a post here. We'll get a tension knot for those ridge lines or your tent guy outs. Let's check it out. All right, I've got an anchor here. Maybe I wanna run a ridge line or a guy line from my tent to anchor it to a post or a stake or whatever. I'm gonna go around my anchor with my cord. Make sure I got that where you can see it. Pull out some slack. Now, just like tying our shoe, we're gonna do 2 half hitches on a bight, okay? Cross around. This goes around and under, all right? You'll recognize that as the first part of tying your shoe. Now, we make the bow. A bow on this side, we call this taking a bight. We're not going to put a bow on this side because this is a long end that'll go to the tent or whatever we're doing, our tarp. Now, make your bow around and through, right? Now dress it, tighten it up against there. Now you've got an anchor that really won't pull out and is nice and tight once you've dressed it. And of course, it has a quick release. The end of the bow comes out just like your shoes, and this will come off your anchor. Easy peasy. All right, we've got our bow. Now we're gonna take the other end and go over to something else. In this case, we'll use this post. And that'll be our stake for a tent guy line, or maybe another tree for a ridge line. All right, let's see how this works. On this, I've lengthened the rope just a little bit by adding another one, but we want something here that we can pull tension on this. We want to get this nice and taut. So we've got a lot of cord here to work with. So we're going to make a loop here by folding over and then taking the working end and pushing it through, pull that back on itself. We've got a little loop that we can work with. We're going to take our end of our cord and go through that. Now what we've done is we've created a pulley. All right, get some light on that for you, but that'll tension. We can pull this up. It gives me a 3-to-1 advantage on my working end to get that nice and tight. All right, I can pinch here with my fingers, make another half hitch by going through the bow, right? Pulling it back to my fingers where I'm pinching, and that'll stay taut. If I really wanted to lock this down, I could do another half hitch by putting the bow through itself, but it's really not needed on this knot. Maybe in a storm I might do that. But now I can take that out. I've got my bow right here. All it is that half hitch we're using. Pull that out. This will come out of its loop. And the loop will pull right out. And there's your trucker's hitch for tensioning. All right, so once again, the trucker's hitch, it seems a little confusing, but it's not. We go around our anchor, come back somewhere on the cord we're using, make a loop by crossing it, and then take that end through that cord, and that'll make your loop. Now take your end of your rope through that loop, your cord, whatever you're using. You've made that 3-to-1 advantage. You can pull that nice and tight, get it to the tension you want, then pinch that rope or cord on the loop. You can go through that and make that half hitch pull it back to your fingers, voila, the trucker's hitch. When your tent sags, you can just take that out, pull it tight again, then pinch it, do the 1/2 inch again, and you're locked down. Make sure you dress that up nice and tight. So there's just a couple of quick tips for some knots that you might find useful around camp. Come on by the shack and check out our calendar for the next free outdoor skills clinics going on at the Arizona Hiking Shack. Now go play outside with knots.